Hello, and thank you so much for being here. I want to say thank you for the gift of your time, your presence, your energy to join me and to share in this. And so, thank you. Today, I want to talk about how do we quiet down the mind chatter when it wants to just go and go and go. And especially when we are right at the doorway of an opportunity, or when we're preparing to present something of ourselves to others, when there is something that we're waiting to hear an answer back that says, yes, please come through this door. Our minds sometimes can, instead of saying, yes, this is for you, you are fabulous, this is custom made for you, you are exactly what is needed, and trust that whatever comes in front of you and for you will be for your overall good. Well, our minds don't always work so splendidly and in such a harmonious way. Instead, perhaps you've experienced the mind chatter saying things such as, you know you don't deserve this. You know this won't last. You know this probably isn't going to work out for you. You're really not enough for this. You're not qualified enough. You haven't prepared enough. This is going to be right for you until it slams shut and you're not going to come through the door. And so our minds can sometimes be in this place of chatter that can spiral and bring with it our emotions, our presence, and have us in this place of total scattered energy where we are anything but calm and present and still and quiet and knowing and confident that we can begin to experience doubt and anxiety and fear. So how do we quiet this? I was talking with a client today about this idea of quieting that noisy mind chatter. And I talked about sometimes you need to put that mind and those thoughts in timeout and say, okay, mind, I know you think that you're helping me out, but right now I'm going to put you in timeout because the deeper part of me is going to drive right now. And I want you to just be in timeout. And even if you don't like timeout, I get it, but just hang out there for a moment and instead move into active place of presence. What does that mean? That means you may need to go outside and breathe in some air. Notice the blades of grass. You hear me talk about that. If you can see blades of grass where you are. Notice the clouds if there are clouds in the sky. Notice whatever you can that's out in nature for you. And remind yourself that I am connected with all of this. And then I like to take it to a whole nother stratosphere. And I look up at the sky, and whether it's cloudy or day or night, I know there are stars in the sky. And I know that the star that is there, whether I can see it or not, may or may not even, quote, be alive anymore. It may have run through its course of life. And that begins to blow that mind chatter and say, think about that. And I think about, wow, beyond this amazing Milky Way galaxy in which this planet Earth rotates and orbits, that there are multitudes of galaxies that exist. And beyond all those galaxies, it's all part of this connected, amazing universe. And beyond. And I think about how, wow, time, if you even want to say it exists, looks so different there. And how all that exists in this place of universe and beyond, I am one with. That the same molecules that comprise the stars comprise me, and I'm connected to all of this. And then I bring that sense of connection in that major way. Whoosh! I bring it all the way back to our galaxy, our solar system, our planet, to the continent in which I live, the country, the state, the city, and I remind myself I'm connected to all of this. And no matter what is happening, I am well. And no matter the outcome, I am well. You see, we're very outcome focused in our culture, and that is not an indictment. That is a symptom of what is happening around us. But we have the ability to come back to capital T, place of truth, and know that it's not about the outcome. And even though you may hear around you, what was the grade? How did you do? Did they win? What was the score? That beyond the outcome, there is this wonderful land called presence and gratitude. This land of gratitude and presence makes me think of the game Candyland for whatever reason. I used to love that game when I was growing up and made my family play it over and over. But anyway, this land of gratitude and presence means that it's filled with this connection that I have to so much more than just this physical self of me. And I remind myself that it is gratitude that ushers in every level of abundance, and whatever is for us, and there is so much more available and there. No matter what our senses may tell us, no matter what the rear view mirror tells us about, remember that last time, come back to presence, the land of gratitude and presence, where I'm grateful for what is right now, the breath in my lungs that I'm breathing in and out, this body that does amazing service for me, the relationships, the connection to all, and knowing that within us all is unlimited power, choice to see yourself more than your experience, more than what's happened to you, but knowing that you are connected to all. And within you is the ability to choose to say yes to what comes your way and see it as a lesson. And when I need help in choosing to see everything as a lesson, no matter the outcome, I think of people who've walked this path before me. And I'm inspired by their stories. I think of Nelson Mandela and how for the sake of what he believed, that he spoke truth, knowing it could imprison him, and it did. And while he was in prison, and when he was tempted and given opportunity to say, we'll let you out if you quiet this part of you, if you do this. And he waited with patience until he could have freedom without conditions, and came out without an ounce of bitterness, saying that I understand now love for all men. Wow. And I think, wow, even if there were an ounce of bitterness, to come out and believe that your prevailing view and thought is love for all of humanity, wanting freedom for all humanity, that reminds me that whatever I'm concerned about, I'm connected to so much more. And there is opportunity in each decision, and in each moment there's this gift that's waiting for me to see how much bigger our experiences and our connections are than what our minds may tell us. So I hope this helps you to quiet the chatter, to come and play in the land of gratitude and presence. Thank you for your time today.